over the weekend, Sarah Palin spoke at the NRA's annual meeting in Indianapolis. How this particular statement that I'm going to play for you was related to gun rights, I don't really know. But Sarah Palin said that waterboarding is how we baptize terrorists. I want to be really clear with those who are just listening to this and can't see it. This really is Sarah Palin. This isn't someone who is satirizing or parodying Sarah Palin. I know it might sound like it if you don't see her. This is really Sarah Palin. Watch this.
I do have to apologize for that. I am sorry. Not all intolerant, anti-freedom, leftist liberals are hypocrites. I'm kidding. Yes, they are. And they are not right. Policies that poke our allies in the eye and coddle adversaries instead of putting the fear of God in our enemies. Come on, enemies who would utterly annihilate America. They who'd obviously have information on plots, say, to carry out jihad. Oh, but you can't offend them, can't make them feel uncomfortable, not even a smidgen. Well, if I were in charge, they would know that waterboarding is how we baptize terrorists.
Sarah Palin is more or less considered a joke nationally and even increasingly by Republicans, but the NRA still has her speak and the crowd loves it. Let that sink in for a second. The preeminent gun rights group in this country, the main voice, the loudest voice in arguing for more guns in more places and more gun sales, is the same group that invites Sarah Palin to speak, and the crowd goes wild. The NRA crowd goes crazy for Sarah Palin. This tells us way more about the NRA than it does about Sarah Palin at this point.
It does. It tells us they're all nuts. I don't know what it is about Sarah Palin that they love so much. I guess they just think that her story is so great and that she's the most patriotic person ever and is, I don't know, the epitome of what it means to be a good Christian American.
Sean Hannity defended her. Here's a little audio from Sean Hannity. He loved these comments.
Firing bullets at the moon. This is how we roll. Sean Hannity Show. Hope you had a great weekend. Toll-free telephone numbers 800-941-SEAN if you want to be a part of the program. By the way, Sarah Palin gets the cut of the weekend. Waterboarding, that's how we baptize terrorists. You know, every liberal in the country, that's outrageous. Well, what do you want to do? What do you want to do with terrorists? What do you want to do? I always like to bring it back to like your basic family unit.
So Sean Hannity loved it. Last thing, I'm not at all surprised she's using this language of baptism because at its root, so many of these right-wing movements, at their root, so many of these right-wing movements are all about pushing Christianity. So even in something about guns and waterboarding, still, it's not completely random that Sarah Palin chooses the term baptize. Christianity is always underlying there, Lewis.
Oh, there's always a religious tinge, of course.
All right, let's take a break. Next, we will talk to Andrew Mangione, who says that death panels are coming. I know, I thought we already figured this out years ago, but Andrew Mangione still says death panels are coming. That's next. We are member supported, and there's a whole other show that we do just for our supporters. Get all of those member benefits right now by going to davidpakman.com/membership.